We all have dreams. The problem is, most people stuff their dreams in the closet when things get hard. When life presents challenges, most people turn to what they know. They turn to what is easy. But the easy road and the known will never lead you to your dreams.
It's all about work ethic. It's all about what you choose to do in life, what is important to you.
If you can only see the short term, if you can only think in terms of the here and now, then you are like a man with one eye.
Successful creatures, let's say, are also those who comport themselves in an upright manner. And, even in our common language, to be upright is not only something that we think about physically, but also morally, right? To be an upright person is to tell the truth and to act forthrightly and to do what you say you're going to do and all of those things. So that's all of a piece.
You want to be the best at something, you're going to find a way to push through those challenges and make sure you do what you need to do to be successful.
In other words, the impatient person lacks all sense of perspective. Perspective lets you measure your plans and current events against things that have already occurred and also against your desires and aspirations for the future.
You're facing yourself. That's the mantra. That's what people want to say, oh, this guy's facing, can I face myself someday? You're facing your inhibition, your insecurities, all the stuff that's been laid on you through the years.
We only get one shot at this miracle of human life. Live it fully and exactly how you want.
I've never met a person who was not successful that didn't have a great amount of self-discipline within their life. Self-discipline and being able to perform and being able to keep your life on schedule and being able to keep commitments and promises and meet deadlines is essential to success.
And there's a lot of folks that live life on a cushy cloud of marshmallows and bullshit. You're never going to get it right because somewhere along the line they didn't face enough of the adversity to realize that there's sometimes you just got to get up and get shit done. There's sometimes where you have to pull yourself up and you have to push forward even if you want to stay in bed. And if you don't do that and you just keep calling on your daddy and your daddy keeps rescuing you, you never develop those tools. You never develop that ability to recognize what you're doing wrong with your life. Because you're soft, you got a cushiony, you got a safety net for your safety net.
It's all mental, and people don't get it. Everybody wants to say, okay, well, here go 10 steps to, okay, Lewis said do 8, E.T. said do 9, this person says this is 12 steps, and everybody's trying to get the steps without the mentality. It's like, okay, maybe you don't need all 9, or maybe you don't need all 8, maybe you need 4, maybe you need 12, I don't know. But I think sometimes they see what we do and say, if I can duplicate that, just like exactly how he's done in the book, exactly how, and it's like, yo, you have a story, you have a unique experience. And so your 12 are shaped by not just your world, but how your world has shaped your thinking. And I think that's the part they're missing. It's like, guys, if it was easy, everybody could do it. If it was a cookie cutter, everybody would just follow it to the T. But there's a mindset. And when I look at Serena, when I look at the Michael Jordans of the world, Tom Brady, when you look at Michael Phelps, like it is a mentality. On our new album, The Resolution, I talk about, I got that dog. And I'm not really referring to just this, aggressiveness, but it is a mindset. I saw Belichick said something where they were like, how you feeling about the Super Bowl? He's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, we're 5 weeks behind. You know what I'm saying? He's like, everybody else is
next year.
Everybody else is practicing, training, they lost, and so they're trying to get ready. They're lifting weights, they're reading books, everybody that lost is studying. He's like, what type of mind says we're 5 weeks behind in terms of
the Super Bowl?
Right, the day after the Super Bowl. So, but again, it's a mentality, and I think a lot of people are missing that mentality.
You see, we are created in a magnificent vibration, in an absolutely magnificent vibration, born risk takers.
What is your life? It's even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away. Time is short. If someone had told me when I was 20 years old that life was very short and would pass just like that, I wouldn't have believed it.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.
You still got work to do. Stay on that basketball court. Stay on that football field. All the homies texting and calling and trying to make you feel bad about being so focused. It's grind season, homie. It's not about today. It's about the future. You do the work now. Do the work now.
Every day is a new day and another opportunity that others may not have. This life that you have been given, this life that you are temporarily holding on to, this life that has been just given to you for only temporary reasons, has more meaning than you can ever imagine.
When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? You've got to create a sense of urgency. I'm going to do it right now.
Let me tell you something, homie. These women ain't going nowhere. These clubs, these parties, all this shit ain't going nowhere. The more weird you are is a reflection of how committed you are to focusing on your molding and shaping and developing your ideas and your craft so that when it's time for you to make your rounds, you gon' fly.
You're sitting there watching this and you're thinking, my God, I'm going to change something. I always say, keep reminding yourself that you have tremendous reservoirs of potential within you, and therefore you are quite capable of doing anything you set your mind to. You really can. Now all you must do is figure out how you can do it, not whether you can or not.
You have got to change the way you think. It is the whole determining factor of where you go in life.
This is the truth, is that so many of us say that we want to change, but many of us are unwilling to pay the price to change. And really, all of change comes from not focusing on what you can't control. It comes from focusing on what you can control. All of change has a price tag attached to it. That today, each and every one of us, we have to count the cost. Do we actually want to change? Are we willing to pay the price for change?
You know, there are many influences on it. One is the influence of the past. Some people are always pulled back by the past. Some people are always pulled aside by the distractions. But here's what's powerful. If you have a list of high purpose in your life, it pulls you toward the future. And the more powerful the purpose is, the stronger it pulls.
Decision you can make above any on the face of the earth is deciding that no matter what happens in your life, no matter what happens, you're going to live in a beautiful state. That if I start to suffer, I know the solution, because suffering is me obsessing about me. If you only had a week to live, I bet you wouldn't allow yourself to suffer over a little crap that makes you crazy normally. I think you would probably spend time with those you love. You would do what you love. You'd take all in a sunset. You'd smell the air. You would take in everything in those final moments that you possibly do. So my thing is, why wait? Right? Why wait? Why not just decide?
Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your servant.
Make a choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. There's a redemptive power that making a choice has, rather than feeling like you're at effect to all the things that are happening. There's no reason to have a plan B because it distracts from plan A.
Winter comes after fall. Night comes after day. Difficulty follows opportunity.
You're always going to need to give yourself a push. The bottom line is, no one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to tell you to apply for that job that you've always dreamt about. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you.
See, there's a book being written about your life, isn't there? Someone somewhere is taking inventory of your life. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 10. You write your own book. And at any moment in your life, you can decide that you want to make this the new chapter. Literally, in your life, you can turn the page. And those previous chapters are your old book. It's like Old Testament, New Testament. Old story, new story. They're connected, they're related, but you can flip the page and you can have a whole new story. If you decided right now, I am literally turning, my breakthrough is I turn the page, and in this second, I start to write the best chapters of my life. You could decide to do that.
I'm always fighting. I'm struggling and I'm scrapping and kicking and clawing at those weaknesses to change them, to stop them.
Show your character. Show me what you are made of. Rebel, even when no one believes you can. Even when you have no right to believe things will turn around. Trust. Things will turn around. Never give up. Show your character. Show me what you're made of. What are you made of?
If there was one gift our Creator has given us, what is it? What is the one power that you have right now in this moment that can change everything? The one thing we have in this world is we can't control the events, but we can choose what to focus on, we can choose what things mean, and we can choose what to do.
You can be extremely talented, have incredible potential, but if you don't have the right attitude, it will keep you from rising high.
To consistently take advantage of the opportunity that you've created, to be aware, to face life with your eyes and ears open to the possibilities that may be just around the corner. To have more, you simply have to become more.
Have a scarcity mindset and you just have your hand closed and you try to hold on to what you got because it's the only thing that you got and you don't want anyone else to have it. He said every time an opportunity comes by that closed hand, you miss the opportunity because you're holding on to what you have that's so important that you're not willing to let go and see something that could be bigger or better. And we just need to be open-handed.
there are only 86,400 seconds in a day. And you gotta not only operate in them, you gotta do it quick, you gotta do it fast, you gotta do it in a hurry. Why? Because there's somebody else who's on the same track you are. Somebody else, they're on the same path that you are. It's somebody else just like you trying to do it. And sometimes they're working just as hard as you're working. They're putting in just as much sweat, just as much tears, just as much blood. But you just gotta do it what? You gotta do it faster than they do it. You gotta do it quicker than they do it. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
We cannot change the circumstance. We can change ourselves. We can change what we do. What you have at the moment, you've attracted by the person you've become. If you will change, everything will change for you. You don't have to change what's outside. All you've got to change is what's inside.
In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you have already done, and consistency every day, not just on Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it every day. You have to plan. Working really hard is what successful people do.
Some of you say the word, but it's not a value. Some of you say the word because you know coach want to hear the word, but you are not relentless. You just say the word. You repeat what you hear. But when you get to a point where you make a decision to be relentless, there are things that people who are relentless get that people who are not, they don't get. You think to be a champion means you run faster, you got more skills. No, the champions have more value. I'm telling you what I've seen. I'm telling you, Kobe just had more values. Kobe just wanted it more than everybody else wanted. Kobe was relentless. Kobe had a value of relentless. He didn't just know the word relentless, he was relentless. It was in his DNA. So what coach is telling you, if you really want to be a national champion, you have to make a decision.
Remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.
Your footprints to success are really footprints of success. Because every step that is made and taken based upon the goals that you have for your life, every step is the progressive realization of success in